All right, welcome, Family Heels. WrestleMania season's over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now we gotta wait for the next one. A year.
Backlash. Oh, yeah, the next one.
Yep.
So what we usually do is we just run through matches, tell us what we think, and who won. If you're watching this, you've definitely watched the Royal Rumble, I would say.
The Royal Rumble.
I mean, WrestleMania,
Yeah.
100%. So I'm just going to ask you some questions
Go for
about
it.
that and the Raw following
Yes.
WrestleMania.
Okay.
All right.
Are you gonna answer these questions too?
Oh,
or
yeah, I'll
is
jump
this-
in if I have an opinion.
Yeah.
All right. What do you think of the new U.S. champion?
Like it. Love it.
Yeah,
Jacob Fatu.
I knew you would.
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
wouldn't you?
Yeah, and I didn't see any way he wasn't winning.
Right.
Yeah. So
He's gonna hold that thing forever.
okay, and that was my next question. What happens now?
It's gonna have to be. It's probably gonna end up being someone from NXT eventually. Because I don't see anyone on the main roster that's gonna.
I think he's going to hold it until he's ready to step up to the heavyweight contender.
And then he'll lose it.
Then he'll lose it, kind of like Gunther did.
Yeah.
So all right, good. All right, so
Yep. We're on the same page there.
we are. What about the new tag team champs?
Yeah. This shouldn't have been
new-
on WrestleMania anyway.
I know it wasn't even that good.
No, it was alright.
It was all right, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
It wasn't
was all right.
WrestleMania caliber. It was SmackDown caliber.
I mean, they should have won it like immediately after
After they
turned.
turned, yeah, I know. So it's a new day for those of you who don't know, but assuming everybody does.
Yep.
Do you care what happens after this?
Nah.
Okay.
Who's on? What tag teams are on Raw?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't. They're gonna hold it for a while because
Also, the night before they announced a TLC tag match for the SmackDown Championships, but they said they're putting it on Friday. They didn't put it on WrestleMania.
okay, well, whatever. So the tag teams they're just so like second thought now.
On Raw, at least.
Yeah,
On SmackDown, they're kind of front and center a lot of the time.
they're on TV a lot,
Yeah.
but maybe now with the new day, it'll be a little more.
I mean, I
Out
don't
in the
even
front.
know who, because it was the first team that came out there was the Alpha Academy, so I'm not exactly
But that was just for Rusev to
yeah.
destroy everybody. So, all right. So, with the women's champions, we got two title changes here. Oh no, we got one title change and one retain. So Siffy retained.
Io retained too.
Oh, they did both retain. You're right. Good, bad. You like it?
Good for
I know
both.
you wanted.
I didn't want Charlotte to win, and I wanted Io to keep the title.
Yeah.
So I got the two things I wanted.
You did. I
Although
thought.
I didn't think that Tiffany had a shot.
I thought Bianca was gonna go total
get
heel
going
on
there,
it. Yeah.
Nope. That was a good match.
I was.
too.
I was.
That
I was
really-
hyped during
Might
that
have been
match.
the best match of the two shows.
I was. If she won, I jumped off the chair and I was excited.
Ah!
All right. So, where do you think they go?
I don't know.
Yeah, so just no idea. Anybody stick out as like, okay, this probably is going to be their.
I don't know. We haven't had a SmackDown yet, so I don't know what Tiffany could be doing.
Who's
Io
left?
seems to just be
I hate to say it, but I think Tiffany's still stuck with Charlotte for a little bit longer.
yeah.
I'm having a guess.
I hope
Io, I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, they didn't really progress anything on
No, they didn't.
Raw either.
No.
They progressed stuff for the NXT champion,
Yeah,
but not.
and Rhea got involved, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Neo says I'm coming for the title. Maybe take a step back.
Yeah, let's get some new blood in there. I mean, Io is the new blood, but some new contenders.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. New U.S. champ,
We did that already.
new IC champ.
Oh yeah, 30 Dominic Mysterio.
Man, the crowd was loving him.
Yeah.
That's the
That
first
just
time I
seems
heard him
like
cheer.
That's just the way it's gonna go now.
Yeah.
It's people like Dominic Mysterio.
Why?
I don't know. People like Eddie.
That's true. He's the same character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're both we're kind of dicks.
So is this going to be a just wait until him and Finn battle it out?
Presumably, yeah.
Because Finn doesn't look too happy that.
No.
And
JD McDonough.
he came back,
Yeah.
and Finn didn't look like he was clueless about that.
Yeah, I guess he needs to either go get after it or take a step back and let Dom run the show.
I mean,
which
the
I
champ
don't
should
think
run the
he's
show.
gonna do.
Even though he won't know what he's doing. But he seems to get things done.
Yeah, I mean, he's there, isn't he? He has
Yeah.
the championship.
Yeah.
So it all seems to work out for him
I agree.
most of the time.
I agree. All right, we got a new world champ. Eat.
Heat.
What do you think? No, you like Gunther better?
Yeah, I like Gunther better, but I think it's fine. that he won? Because everyone was
Because you
excited.
have to at
Yeah,
this
you
point.
can't have him lose to Gunther 4 straight times. I think the way he won was incorrect.
With the tap out?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
know
think you
you
shouldn't have
messaged
done
me. That
that.
made him look pretty bad.
Yeah.
He should have choked him out to
Especially
with
after like the 3 splashes.
yeah,
You could have just pinned him. He wasn't gonna kick
right.
out.
And if you're gonna do his move on him, choke him out to where like he's just out of it. They do the hand
Yeah.
raise and stuff instead of him tapping out.
Yeah. No,
Although he
well,
did
he is
go,
a heel, so he's supposed to tap out
I know, but you want to protect that guy, right? Because he's gonna get it back,
eventually.
you know. But he went ape shit nuts on on McAfee
Yeah.
the night after. So
I don't know what's gonna happen with that. I don't know if it matters.
I don't think it matters. I think this was something to say he's like a bully or something like that.
Well,
That
we knew that
everybody's
already.
scared of him. I know that's what I don't.
Michael doesn't
make
seem
sense.
scared of him.
He
He starts approaching Michael Cole, and Michael Cole says, "Respectfully, I'm not the one that tapped out."
respect the headphone. Yeah, I didn't tap
Which that's
out,
right. You
punk.
shouldn't say that.
No, you
to
shouldn't.
him.
No, he was probably pretty pissed still. But yeah, so I guess we'll see. I imagine those two aren't done.
Who?
Gunther and Uso. Maybe they are.
I think
Because this feels like a reset of like everything. Like we're
Yeah.
just starting new with everything now, which is awesome. That's why I think there were so many title changes to start something
it's kind of
fresh.
like yeah. It's
Because that's what WrestleMania should always be that.
Unless not always, because like Cody losing at 39, you have to
Okay.
start back on 40.
No, I got you.
And then like all the bloodline stuff. If you have like an
But that
overarching
story-
story
yeah.
over multiple years, you can.
Those
keep
stories are
going.
different.
But once like a thing ends, like the bloodline stuff, that's done.
Right.
Essentially.
Right.
So you just move on from it.
I agree. Okay. So we got a new world champion also, which was. What do you think? I God, that match was rough to watch.
Yeah. Well,
But
it was supposed to be, I think. At least like towards the end when Cena starts cheating and doing.
he should have been cheating the whole time, in my opinion. But
But it's. I think like the point was he wasn't supposed to just like beat him.
no, I get that.
Yeah.
And I think maybe because he did mention that like once he feels he lost a step, which doesn't say much for Cody. Like when I feel I lose a step, I'm gonna retire. He
I think
felt
he
like
just meant
so.
like physically.
Yeah, but he beat the champion with a lost step.
He kicked
Is
him
that how
in
you
the
say it?
balls.
Yeah, that's true. And what's with this Travis Scott guy? Why was he? What was he?
He
even
probably
doing
shouldn't have been involved, but it's not like he. It's not like he went in there and just beat up Cody. He went in there, got crossroads, and we moved.
I would have
on.
rather he slapped him in the face or punched him like he got punched. Give him a nice little receipt.
Yeah,
But-
I think you wouldn't do that if you're
Well, no, you can't.
not.
Not to him.
So yeah, I think it's fine that he was there. I think you probably could have done The Rock, but The Rock can't be bothered to show up to this thing he says he loves.
Yeah,
so much.
that's horrible. Like he was the one who built this.
He
basically,
clearly doesn't care.
Like, he built.
about
Yeah,
wrestling.
he turned John Cena. Like, and now like just leave him on his own. I don't get that. I don't understand why he was so hands off, as he says, when this story needed you, buddy. Like
Yeah.
you were the heater. You were the
Right.
asshole everybody wanted to boo and see, and I thought it was good. So at the beginning of Sunday, I thought, okay, we're gonna see The Rock, and we knew Austin was there, so maybe Austin will come out, get
No,
involved.
I never once thought that The Rock was. If The Rock was in there at any point since the chamber, he wasn't just going to show up.
I was
at
hoping though,
WrestleMania.
make it a little bit more interesting.
Yeah.
But
Also, he posted on like his Instagram story he was in Hawaii.
in Hawaii,
so-
yeah, I saw that. I didn't see it till after, but so I know you love the 17th title.
Yeah.
So I do too. I'm not gonna lie. I don't. I think it was kind of a match, but I think something bigger is coming.
Yeah, and
I don't know what.
something bigger did come on.
Something
on
really
Monday.
big came, yeah, on Monday. And that's, I guess we could jump right into that. That was the start of Raw. Was John Cena cutting a promo about don't apologize to me, people, you suck.
Yeah,
And who comes slithering from under the ring?
it's Randy Orton.
290
Here we go.
pound
For the first
man.
time ever, these guys are facing each other. I think.
Yeah.
First time ever.
First time since he came back.
Nope.
Ever?
Ever.
All right, we'll go with that.
We haven't seen this a million times.
Okay, this isn't.
I don't know if they've ever had a very good match. Maybe like their I Quit match. Maybe that was.
I can't remember back.
I don't think they really had any super. It's not like Cena and Punk.
I think you
Vegas.
called this one because Backlash was in St. Louis. But obviously, I don't think John's going to lose the title.
No, I mean
this
he
quick.
could in theory, but I don't think so. Not the way he's been talking.
Do you think that Cody needs to beat
No,
John
Cody
again?
doesn't need to do anything.
Okay.
Cody,
Because we didn't see him at all. He wasn't there for Monday.
Cody will be fine whether he gets it back right away or not. Or
No, I
he's the
agree.
one that beats Cena.
But has he got to beat Cena for it, or can he beat somebody else
No,
for
he
it?
could probably beat somebody else.
Okay.
You can let someone else beat Cena.
I agree, and maybe it should be Orton.
Maybe it should be Orton. It could be Orton. It could be Punk.
But then
Seth.
This kills the whole I'm taking the
Eventually,
title with me really
Gunther.
fast.
Yeah. So he probably won't lose it in his first defense, but he still could. Like, he's not unbeatable.
Maybe
He lost for like 4 straight years.
That's what I know. And then he wins the title.
Yeah.
Maybe if he really wants to just keep the title forever, just stop showing up. Take it home.
Oh, he made the promise of the dates. He did the whole thing with the dates.
Yep. Oh yeah, they
dates.
knocked him down. So I guess I don't know. I don't see him losing anytime soon, to be honest with you.
No, probably not.
But who knows? They're throwing curveballs at us.
Yeah.
Which is okay.
Orton's kind of on his tail too. He's at 14, 13?
14.
14.
Yeah, he's going for 15.
Yeah. So he's kind of right.
He's right there, yeah. And
he says he's going another 10. So.
Well, if it gets bigger every year.
He's probably got like, you know how like balloons will have like a
deflator thing? Yeah.
He's probably just
after every show he takes
or like,
some air out.
That episode of SpongeBob with the
fake muscles.
With the fake muscles.
Yeah.
The air muscles.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. Before I get to the last part of what I got, anything else to add from WrestleMania or Raw?
Yeah, Rusev's back.
Rusev, we did mention that.
JD McDonough's back.
We did mention that.
Stephanie Vacour made her Raw debut.
Yeah.
And it was good.
It was good. Too bad that had to end like that.
Yeah, well.
All right. Last one I got is the new faction we got brewing. I don't know if it's going to stay a 3-man faction.
It won't. There's definitely going to be more.
Okay. Were you surprised? I was shocked to hell. See Breaker out there.
Yeah. I wasn't surprised that there was more people, but I was surprised that it was him.
I was surprised there was more than just... Because Heyman's just been a one-man... He's just been managing, or whatever you want to call it, one man for so long.
He was with the Bloodline forever, and that was more.
But he never came out with anybody but Roman.
He came out with the Usos all the time.
Did he really? I don't remember.
He was at least seen with them every week.
But they didn't like rely on him like Roman relied on him.
No.
You know.
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, and I know you love the Usos, but they need a mouthpiece, man. They can't cut a promo for shit.
Yeet.
And it's even worse when you're drunk.
That's also not true. They don't. There's too much like of that Yeet stuff. If they take a lot of that out, because he cut some good promos after Jimmy was murdered.
He did the one. I'll give him the one with Gunther when he wasn't afraid of him anymore.
Yeah, and then the one on the announce table the next week where he's like, actually, he's scared of me, not the other way around.
It was the same promo.
Not really.
That kind of.
No, but a little bit actually.
I'm not impressed with their promo stuff. So like they needed Heyman helped with that. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, Sammy came back too.
Yeah.
Sammy came back. Congratulated.
Thought he was gonna hit him.
I think everybody did. Because there's no why.
One of these days he's gonna hit him.
He's why? What has he been doing? Is he just hurt?
Well, Kevin Owens killed him in that match last month.
No, I understand that, but like he wasn't scheduled to be there. It seemed like.
I don't know.
No, I don't know either. But he said, I made the trip out to Vegas just to say congratulations. So I like the Breaker edition after losing the title. Yeah. Like, at least he's got something to do now.
So who else?
So I heard a lot of theories that it's going to be Theory.
Yeah, I heard that too. I mean, he's not doing anything.
Yeah, damn right. Let's get Waller out of there. I can't stand that guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just bugs me. Oh, Becky fucking came back too.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that was it. And then they won the title.
Now they're talking about her being in the faction.
Why?
Because back when he had the Dangerous Alliance, Missy Hyatt or whoever else, there was a woman in the faction.
I feel like this is more evolution than it is whatever you just said.
Well, that was the old WCW thing, and that's what everybody's comparing it to because that's what he ran.
Oh,
he had Steve Austin, William Regal. Yeah, he had a bunch. He had like 5 guys and a woman in it. So, I don't know. You got any ideas?
No.
Who would fit? It's got to be somebody young.
Theory would fit.
Has it got to be somebody young though? You think? Youngish.
Yeah.
Another. Breaker? No.
No, I don't think anyone. I think you're gonna get someone older than Breaker, unless you're going down to NXT.
So how we're gonna do this? We're gonna be Seth is gonna be running for titles. Breaker's just gonna be the enforcer type guy that beats the hell out of everybody.
I suppose.
I'm guessing, and then Theory maybe the mid card guy getting all its mid card titles, or
I don't know.
add somebody else and they go for tag titles and get a whole thing there.
I don't even really want to speculate because I don't know. I don't know where this could go.
I don't either. I'm just guessing.
I know where it's gonna go for the next month. It's probably gonna be Punk and Roman versus Breaker and Seth.
God,
at Backlash.
but if that's too fast for me.
I don't think it's too fast.
We need more of a build up or something. I think.
I mean,
I could be wrong.
Backlash is still a month away. You can build.
That's for technically 8 episodes of something, right?
Yeah. So you can build to that, and even then, it's not like Roman and Punk are gonna win.
I know. Punk's on Raw, right?
It doesn't matter.
No, I'm just this is clarifying here. Punk is technically on Raw. Roman's on SmackDown. Seth is where?
Raw.
Seth is Raw and Breaker's Raw.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter.
I know. Obviously, it doesn't matter. I was just trying to get straight because I knew somebody was out of their time slot.
Yeah.
And it was the guy that nobody's gonna tell no to.
Right.
Just go where you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just making some more money.
I saw a lot of people when Roman was going for the spear and Breaker hit him with one. A lot of people were like, "Oh my God, did Paul Heyman just?" Roman, right?
Oh, because
when he came in off camera and
nobody
with the
saw
hoodie
it
on.
coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a spear! From
I wonder.
Paul Heyman.
You know what I wonder? Now that you said that, do they just keep a black hoodie hanging in Gorilla, and whoever's supposed to jump out
So
just throws
just
it
one
on?
under the ring.
Yeah.
If you're coming
Just
out
put
of
this
the ring.
on.
Unless you're like.
Because
Randy had a black hoodie, but it was branded red hoodie.
Right.
It was merch.
It was his. It was
I mean,
RKO.
black hoodie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody else is plain black.
Yeah.
Yeah. And black. Got to wear black sweatpants or joggers or whatever you want to call them.
Also, Randy didn't have the hood up. So.
No, he didn't. I don't think Randy pops out. I'm pretty sure you know who that is.
Yeah, because he's huge. I mean, you'd think you'd know who Braun Breaker is immediately, too.
Yeah, black covers a lot, I guess. You know, it takes a lot of conceals. But, yeah. Anyways, anything else on the 3 nights here
No.
in a row? No?
I don't got nothing.
All right. I just thought we'd try something different instead of running through matches because, well, we all saw the matches. And
Yeah.
a lot of people did not like this Mania.
I thought it was fine.
I thought it was fine, too. It wasn't last year's Mania.
Well, nothing will be for a while.
But I heard somebody say, like, the way things happen, like, we're just going to forget about it. And nobody's going to remember how Cena won 17. They're just going to know that he beat
I don't
Cody
know how
for
Ric
17.
Flair won any of his 16, so...
But he won 16, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll just be a footnote in history that we won't care how the finish was. We'll just know the result. You know,
he kicked him in the balls. That's how it ended.
Yeah, but we won't remember that. I won't. I can't remember what happened last year.
Huh.
So, all right. Well, we are the Family Heels. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, follow us on Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you
After SmackDown.
later.